You're listening to Naturally Speaking, hosted by me, Dr. Dave Wendel, here on the Sound Advice Hour on WCTC 1450 AM, the voice of Central Jersey. And I want to be your inspiration for healthy living. Good evening. I want to thank you for tuning in here tonight. We have such a brief time together that I promise to make it a life-changing quality of content and delivery. I ask of you to choose and listen and participate with life-changing intention. We'll all be changing our programming in about 60 minutes, and having spent 60 minutes of our lives together, who we are on our way out after this hour is our choice. God grants us the ability to grow and learn in all passages, and this one can be especially rich for you. But it's up to you how you spend this next hour of your life. Choose to open your mind and your heart so that you can gain the most. My prayer and hope that is upon listening tonight, you'll grow in your ability to truly be more healthy and not merely reduced in symptoms. Make more wise decisions about your health for the rest of your life. Understand the reasons to seek health care and not crisis intervention. And be ready to give these truths to more people so that all humanity gains from the time spent here, and we honor why we exist, which is to enlarge the value of other people. So let's begin. During tonight's broadcast, if you have a question or concern related to our topic and that you'd like to discuss, make sure you give me a call at 732-545-9282, or if you're outside the 732 area code, you can reach me at 888-545-9282. And let's get your question answered live on tonight's broadcast. Or if you'd like, you can send a private email message to us at facebook.com/healthynj. So last week I posed a challenge to you as we closed out the show. My challenge last week was real simple. It was just get up. That's right, get up off the couch and move. I didn't need you running marathons. However, I needed you to move around more than you have been. Whether it was for a walk for 20 to 30 minutes each day, jogging, bike riding, swimming, whatever. I just needed you all to move for about 30 minutes each day without dropping the veggie or fat consumption, just adding movement. So your bodies are starving for exercise, and I know, I see them wherever I go. So my question for you is, did you get up off the couch this past week? Let's have some discussion about your results over the next few minutes. Were you able to keep track of your exercise and what you ate and how you felt? If you get a moment, call in. Let's discuss your results. Remember, give us a call, 732-545-9282. We'll hold on. No, I'm kidding. We can't do that because dead air is not good. So anyway, all new contacts from tonight's show will receive a free health audit from me, Dr. Dave. It's a $200 value to help determine whether functional medicine would be the right choice for you. Don't delay. Facebook, tweet, email, or phone us for this incredible offer. The health audit includes a review of your symptom survey printed off our website at docwendel.com. So this week, we're talking about getting into thermography. The first question most people have is, well, what is thermography? Well, thermography is reading the body through heat. It's digital infrared heat. That's what a thermography camera does. And what the camera does is it reads the infrared heat being put out by the body. Most people look at a thermography scan like, ooh, pretty. It is. It's pretty colors. You'll see anywhere from black, purple, blue, green, yellow, orange, red on that scan, even white. And so the different heat patterns show and remind us of different things. And you say, well, how important is thermography? Listen, thermography is amazing. There's a standard of care out there for women. And we're going to be talking about that, not so much in my office, but in a lot of places coming up, particularly the next month, because October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Ladies, I think you've been sold short on this one. There should not be a month of the year that's breast cancer awareness. You don't want to be aware of that. What you really need is 12 months of breast cancer prevention. That's what it should be. That's what we teach and preach in our office. And the reason for that is it takes all year round work all year for risk reduction and prevention. You don't want to find out after the fact. I mean, let's face it. Let's think what the current gold standard is. The current gold standard is you go to a facility, your breasts get put into a compression unit, and then they're going to radiate the heck out of it and then tell you whether you're better or not. I don't quite understand that. There's no way on this God-given earth that you can convince me to put any of my male parts in a vise and then radiate the heck out of it and then tell me it's good for my health. If we look at the standards and the results that have been out there and that are coming out, they've been out and they're coming out. One in particular is a large 25-year Canadian study. Women aged 40 to 59 found absolutely no benefit for women who were randomly assigned to have mammogram. So think about that. People having mammos and not there was no benefit. With mammos, there was 44,925 women who received breast exams and mammograms. 44,910 women received just the breast exams. So you're talking a difference of 15 people out of about 45,000. Not much. What they found with the ones that received the breast exams and the mammos, 3,250 women were diagnosed with breast cancer. The ones that just had the exams, 3,133. Of the women who had the mammos, 500 died from breast cancer, and the ones that didn't, 505 died from breast cancer. There is no significant difference in the results. The death rate from breast cancer was the same in both groups, about 1 in 224 women, whether they had the mammo and received treatment, whether necessary or not, including surgery, chemo, and radiation, and the same went with the group that didn't have the mammos. So right now, I have to be responsible. Am I telling you not to have your mammo? Absolutely not. That's your choice between you and your doctor. What I'm telling you is it's time to step up to the platinum standard. It's time that you actually investigate thermography. And please don't ask your doctors. Even the surgical journals with their thermography articles proving the efficacy of this testing, they don't read it. Most have not read it because when I've approached a few, they had no clue that it was in their own journals. So don't ask your doctor. You need to do your own homework on this one. There are over 900 articles in print. You can find most of them on the internet about thermography. And if we look at thermography, we got to go way back to Aristotle. Aristotle did the first thermography. You're like, well, wait a minute. How did he do that? He used to put mud on people, and he'd watch to see where the mud dried out first. And the first area where it dried, that was the hot spot on the body, and he knew that's where there was an issue or an ailment. As thermography progressed, and it did, when we got into the 1900s, it was actually used for defense mechanisms. That is for our national defense. It's our national defense systems that developed it right after World War II. Incredible stuff, still used today. You've probably seen it on TV shows, NCIS and all these different shows that are out there that they go in and they look at the heat imaging of the room or satellite heat imaging of the earth. Well, if it's good enough to pick out stuff like that for crime and for watching people around the world, why would it not be good for checking out the body? It's incredible, absolutely incredible what this stuff does. See, when we get involved with thermography, they'll give you the history first. In 1956, a doc named Lawson up in Toronto did the first thermography study. In 1972, the FDA said it's beyond experimental. In 1982, the FDA approved thermography, actually approved it for use in the United States. And it was used widely for several years till July of 1984, and it was even reimbursed by insurance companies up until that time, including Medicare. Then in July of 1984, boom, it was done. Insurance companies were no longer accepting it. Why? Well, because there's a certain foundation out there, and you can read this on their website, that lobbied against it because it was infringing upon the monies that they were trying to make. And so this certain foundation lobbied against it. And what happened is they ran with the gold standard and left the platinum standard behind. Well, here's some simple facts. With the gold standard, we know there's radiation, and we know radiation leads to cancer. We know that there's compression. Listen, if you ever squeeze a sponge, what happens? Fluid drips out, right? So if you have a tumor and you compress it, you have just caused metastasis. Now, I'm not speaking hearsay. This was proven and published in the British medical journals and in the Lancet. So the information is out there. So that's strike two right there, right? And let's go to the third one. It's 83% accurate for things the size of a dime or larger. Well, you say, a dime's pretty small. That's not bad. Yeah, it's not bad. But is it good enough for you? That's my question. Is it good enough for you? When you get into thermography is 97% accurate for things the size of a sesame seed. Wow, compare that to the size of a dime. Makes a bit of a difference, doesn't it? 97% accurate. There's no compression, so you're not going to walk away with second base hurting. Okay? There's no compression. You don't have to worry about metastasis. There's absolutely zero radiation. Well, if there's no radiation, you don't have to worry about future problems developing in the body. We know statistically, and we know through medical literature, that the more radiation, that is the more successive mammograms, the more likely they're going to come up with a problem. Not because, we're finding something, but because of the fact that they're radiating the body and finding these things, accumulating the radiation in that area. So if you have a question or concern regarding this topic, please remember to call in or Facebook us. And we're at facebook.com/healthynj. And remember, during this evening's show, okay, all new contacts will receive a free health audit from me, Dr. Dave. It's a $200 value to help you determine whether functional medicine will be the right choice for you. So don't delay. Facebook, tweet, email, or phone us for this incredible offer. Health audit includes a review of your symptom survey printed right off our website at docwendel.com. So we're going to take a break in just a moment, and we come back from the break. We're going to delve a little further into the psychedelic patterning of thermography.